Good evening, afternoon, day, morning, night, or whatever you're having there when you're watching this video. I kind of promised to myself not to make a video about coronavirus because basically that doesn't have anything to do with metal. But the thing is, it seems that coronavirus is actually affecting metal scene quite a lot too. And now some question marks here. Right there, you gentlemen. Why would this affect metal in your home country? Well, it depends whether you're an outgoing person, whether or not you're gonna go for gigs and fests. If the answer is yes, it is affecting you already. Now, some people already asked me why I should make a video about Steelfest 220 getting cancelled. And that is only part of the story, but yes, here it goes. It is getting cancelled. Even though it's as late as mid-May 2020, it seems that this corona quarantine situation is kind of requiring us to do so. Us by Finnish people, that is. Everything besides smaller events are basically mandatory to get cancelled. That is 500 people and more, and the Finnish government is basically shutting them down. Obviously, it's not clear whether or not smaller events such as individual gigs are getting cancelled, but this is something that as of now, that is 15th of March 2020. If that is going to happen, we won't be aware of that yet. It might be that everything is going to get cancelled even during the summer, but that is just speculation and guessing, so I don't want to go too far into that. But what we do already know is that many countries are shutting down places temporarily, that is, which are holding enough room and space for gigs, events, fests, whatever, that have big amount of people attending, because there is this risk that whenever you're, I don't know, handshaking, sneezing, coughing, whatever, basically touching other people, even talking and your spit comes out and whatever, that you might get affected by this virus. Now, like I said, this is affecting metal bands as well, because for example in Finland, some of these bands that are or were meant to have gigs and tours outside Finland, namely Australia and United States of America for instance, they are getting cancelled because no flights are taking place. For example, United States of America by Mr. President Donald Trump basically got forbidden. Like 26 countries got, are prohibited to make these flights between the United States and these European countries. So obviously bands coming from those countries are not able to fly to the United States. And even if they were possible to fly that way, they wouldn't be able to come back. That kind of a thing is a big problem for so many bands. Obviously, this is beyond metal so many times. I mean, think of bigger artists. It's kind of a no-brainer that bands or artists having thousands of people, tens of thousands of people are not gonna do those shows because there's so big risk, that the virus would be spreading and then everybody would be more or less fracked. Now, with metal bands and venues of small size, big size, and of course all that beyond, they are gonna get affected. Bars are not able to open the doors for people because of this risk, and as such, the result is lots of bands are getting cancelled all around the place. And that is affecting not only monetary wise, but also in cultural wise, because these gigs are getting cancelled. Now, this is kind of a two-edged sword. We could speculate how much good this is gonna do in the long run, for so many bands and venues and whatnot, or population in general. But let's be honest about it. This is not a good thing for many people who wanted to see these shows, because obviously it's impossible right now. Many people are losing money because of this. People might have saved hundreds or even thousands of dollars or whatever currencies in place in order to travel. For example, people were coming from United States and other places to Steelfest, and now flights are getting cancelled, and hotels, whatever, getting cancelled. Whole Steelfest getting cancelled means they're losing a lot of money because obviously smaller companies are in deep shit with this. And what in essence it means is that future for so many fests and smaller events that are done in like yearly basis, they might have no future, because if they go into bankruptcy because of all this, having invested a lot of money and time into these fests, and then everything is getting cancelled, bands, and obviously people coming, and there's no compensation. It's not like insurance companies are like, okay, they got money because of this virus thing. So it's not anymore given that these fests will actually happen in the future, because if these big, well, not big, but smaller companies are driven into bankruptcy, might be that was it. People have to pay their bills, and they might not be able to arrange these fests and events for another time. Steelfest on the other time seems like it's gonna get its finance back on some level. Not gonna be as well as it used to be, but it seems like 2021 is gonna take place at least partial same lineup. It might be even more than partial. It might be that most of the bands, if not even all bands, are gonna be there and play the show as was meant to happen this year. But it doesn't help people who wanted to see the bands this year. Nobody knows of 2021 at this point. And Steelfest is just only one example. We don't know how many bigger fests throughout the world are gonna get cancelled and what it actually means. Now, in general, it's not like coronavirus is unbeatable. It's very much something that being rational, keeping calm, and being kind of a sane person, you can just avoid it and fight it. That means take care of your personal hygiene, wash your hands with soap, don't sneeze and cough and all that stuff, spit around, and in generally avoid going to places where are hundreds or thousands of people. And with that kind of a normal common sense, we can pretty much stop it from spreading. So be smart about it, but you can pretty much, at least most parts of the world, just continue your normal life. But obviously, if you live in these kind of a risk factor places, what you can do is try to, be smart about it. You don't need to go hysterical about it. That doesn't really help, spreading the fear and hysteria. I mean, it might be fun for metal lyrics, and it might be fun for those who think that the Walking Dead series or other zombie or epidemic series are cool, or hey, it's nice to have that. The fact is, it's mainly killing older people or people with lacking proper immune system. But like I said, it's gonna affect a lot of metal shows and gigs and fests and other places. Who knows, soon movie theaters might be closing their doors, bars might be closing their doors, and even grocery stores, bigger places might be shutting their doors. Temporarily it may, still it affects you, me, everybody. So be smart about it. Don't be an ass about it. I mean, you can joke about it, you can make memes about it, but you don't have to be an idiot about it. And then again, if you are an idiot about it and your, grandparents die because of that, you can only blame yourself for being stupid. So my one advice would be, don't be stupid. That was what Suicidal Tendencies was singing about with the song Gotta Kill Captain Stupid. So there you have it. I don't know if I can actually add anything to this thing. I don't want to go hysterical because that helps nobody. Just saying, be smart about it, and I hope you don't get caught in the virus and don't get ill. Until next time, Rauta will be doing normally videos and all that stuff, assuming that I won't get caught. Until next video, see you soon, bye bye.